Namaskar. There's a saying in English, morning shows the day. So if we do certain things, certain practices we've learned from our channel, that will give us a tremendous amount of energy, and that will carry us through the day and make our whole day very joyful and productive. So I'd like to share some of those best practices that yogis do, and I hope that that will help you also in your daily life. The first thing is brushing the teeth. So, there's a tool which we can use after brushing the teeth. It's called a tongue cleaner. And it's a little metal tool, and we bend it and we stick out the tongue, and we scrape the tongue from the back and to the front, and we throw the toxins that are deposited on the tongue, we spit it out into the sink. And you'll be surprised how much the body has been working to throw out the toxins and depositing on the tongue. So the tongue cleaner is used in India by the 1 billion people as part of a daily ritual. It's very good for our oral hygiene and strengthening our gums. Thereafter, we would take our bath. And if we're young, a cold bath or a cool water bath, it strengthens the immune system and the nervous system. So it's ideal. Otherwise, a warm bath will be okay, but not warmer than a body temperature. That bath in the morning gives us tremendous energy that carries us, and feeling of cleanliness carries us throughout the day. After bath, putting on the clean undergarments. So those freshly cleaned undergarments, but which touch our skin, bring a lot of stability and calmness to our mind. Thereafter, actually, there's a yoga exercise which we can do on the bed before waking up, or just beside the bed. It's called Utkepa Mudra, or leg flex. So we're lying flat on the floor, and we bring the knees to the chest, and we kick out the knees. Okay? And we do that 3 times, knees to chest and kick out the knees. And then taking a glass of water, which is sitting by our bed, we drink down that water. Try not to touch the tongue. We haven't cleaned our tongue yet, or use a straw. And then we'll expose the navel to the air, and in a very short time we'll visit the toilet. So Utkepa Mudra, leg flex, is very helpful exercise to remove constipation, which many doctors say is the very start or root cause of many health problems, because the food which we're eating is not properly digested or assimilated, and it remains inside, causing toxic result. So this Utkepa Mudra, or leg flex, is very good first thing in the morning. From there, we start our meditation. 10 minutes of the Bhavanam Kevalam, the mantra chanting, Bhavanam Kevalam, love is all there is. And then sitting for 20 minutes of meditation, or longer according to how long you've been practicing, but try to keep 20 minutes as a target. And it's very important to remember this time of the day, as we're building up our energy, we don't want any external distractions, either from the TV or from news feed, YouTube. Our cell phone should be on silent mode or airplane mode, so that we're not distracted. We're building up this precious time we don't want to diffuse the mind in different external influences. From there, we'll do our asanas, 20 minutes, then our Kaushiki dance, 5-10 minutes. For brothers, the Tandava dance. These exercises give tremendous strength to our cardiovascular body. And then if still there's time, 10 minutes of fast walking on the treadmill, or 15 minutes of weight training. In this way, we have given a very good exercise to our body. I forgot, before, we should be drinking water in this period also. So a 1-liter water bottle is excellent. So you can track how much water you're drinking in the morning. And if we can consume 1 liter in the morning before breakfast, that's perfect. So drinking a small quantity, but frequently, so it doesn't strain our urinary system. And lemon water is best, otherwise plain water will do. Water drinking, very important practice early in the morning. And then, then after that, we can read an inspirational passage from any book which encourage us to live a better life, to overcome maybe the negative aspects, or those aspects that we want to improve. Inspirational reading, 1 page every day. There's a saying in English, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But I would say a page a day keeps the negativity away. So reading something very uplifting, that idea will carry us through the whole day. It's a very good habit to get into. So we have fed our soul through meditation. We fed our mind through the inspirational reading. We've done many exercises. We've drunk water. So now it's time to feed the physical container of our mind and our spirit. So have a good breakfast. Don't skip breakfast, because statistics show that people that skip breakfast, they have a tendency to grab something very easily accessible in mid-morning. They're very hungry. So they'll eat a fast food, a processed food, a junk food, and that will spike their sugar levels. So it can lead to diabetes. So it's very important to have a good breakfast. And that means like a whole grain. Whole grains, they digest slowly, so they give energy continuously and steadily throughout the whole morning. Whether it's oats or barley or brown rice, whatever your culture, whatever you're used to, take that whole grain with nuts and seasonal fruits of the time. And so that's the breakfast. And what's important also is to wake up early. Okay, so it's important, where the meditation is done in temples. They always, the first meditation time, and even in our meditation steps, the first meditation time is 5 a.m. So that's the early morning time. The sun, the vibration of the atmosphere is very calming. The mind is naturally introverted. So it's an ideal time to meditate. And you find the meditation very peaceful at that moment. So this is the 5 a.m. early morning. Life is like a wave. So if you wake up early, you catch the wave, and you ride the wave the whole day. And if you wake up late, then you're always trying to catch up to the wave. And so, statistics show that late risers, they usually are weak health. They have weak health because their body rhythms are not adjusting to the circadian rhythms, the sun rhythms. So early morning rise is very important. Now this might seem a lot, but if you wake up early, you can get in all of these things and without a stress. So if it is a lot, then maybe you gradually increase your time. But I would say 2 hours of this investment in the morning for an 8 to 10 hour day with great productivity and stress-free and good feeling and good vibrations to everyone around you, that is a worthwhile investment. So you may consider this. And there's one practice you can do before waking up. That's the night before. And that's selecting your dress. Select the dress you're going to wear that day. And, the yogis, we have the same dress, so it's not a problem to select. But just select your dress so you don't spend time in the morning deciding what you're going to wear. They found that highly successful people, they don't bother their mind too much about what they're going to wear. That's not an important decision. And so their simple clothing makes their mind free, uncluttered for bigger ideas and more creative ideas to think about. So, and then maybe soak your grains and your nuts beforehand. So in the morning, you don't have to spend a lot of time to prepare breakfast. You just warm it up, add yogurt, and you've had a very substantial, nutritious breakfast for the morning time. So these are some good habits that I hope you may adopt, and I'm sure if you do so, your day will go very smoothly, effective. You can get 80% of the work done in 20% of the time, as they say. So I hope that these ideas will help you and bring a lot of joy to you and those that you associate with and live with. Thank you. Namaskar.